Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. Apologies to everybody who enjoys the match vlogs. There will not be one. There will be back the very next game. Now, I haven't been long in the house, so I thought I've got to give you some sort of video. Now I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on today's game. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on everything that happened in today's game against Millwall. And if you didn't know, Sunderland beat them 1-0. But before I get on with the rest of the video though, my thoughts gone out to the person who had a medical emergency in the stands. You never ever want to say that, and I just hope they're alright. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new. Let's get on with the review. Now, we wanted a reaction from that Coventry performance where we got our arses absolutely handed to us. We got battered 3-0. We needed a reaction, and we somewhat got that response. Listen, there was individual performances all over the pitch were much more improved. I thought there was a hell of a lot more positives than negatives to take out of this game. 3 points is 3 points, regardless of the game. We won that game and we kept a clean sheet with a makeshift defence. Now, I want to mention Brown. I thought he was outstanding slotting in at right back with his experience he used really well. You'd think he'd been playing there all his career. He was outstanding today. Now, also Job, in the middle of the park, his physicality, what he uses to shield the ball, he was great. And also, he had numerous chances, but they were blocked really well. I just think Sunderland need to be going into these playoffs a lot more clinical, a lot more relentless in front of goal. Wilson Isidore had a really good header in the second half. A ball came in. It was a class ball from the right-hand side. His header was right at the goalie. Now, it was still a good save. The goalkeeper had to make a good save. But either side, and I think, you know, he's got to score there. And another thing, what we need to quickly come to a conclusion of who's going to take penalties. Because today, for me, it looked like no one wanted to take it other than 09 and Mundle. And they were arguing. And I think Dan Neil pulled rank. And I think he said, Luke, you attack it. They'd have spoke about this previously. They're not daft. Luke 09 scored 6 penalties in the Checker Chair Trophy and in the Papa John's. So they'd have spoke about it. And obviously, Mundle weren't happy the way he was, you know, acting and the way he went down the tunnel. He wanted to attack it, which, you know, it's understandable that, you know, he wants to attack it. He's an attacking player. But Luke 09's penalty was shocking. These penalties, what we've been taking recently, are shite. They've been side-footed, teamed efforts at goal, easily saved. Now, there's one man I suggest should take these penalties, and that is the goal scorer today, Trey Hume.
Set back first time for Patrick. And there, and then
I put a little clip on. It looks like he absolutely pinged a ball into the top corner from the penalty spot.
No. What's a pen?
And that's what we need. Needing this teamed shot at goal, try to place it, just somebody to leather it into the side netting. So for me, Trey Hume has to be on penalties the next game. Another positive what you can take out of this one was the performance from Patrick Roberts. Now, he got an assist today. He had a really good opportunity early doors where he just floats it out of the bar. Yeah, a bit more confidence. He might have made the keeper work for that first effort. But nonetheless, it was a much better performance from him. I thought he was sitting players down left, right and centre. Numerous times he pulled the back for Job and the shot got blocked. So it was a better performance for him. Like I said, there's a lot of positives you can take out of this game. But didn't get us wrong, you will have people who can take the negatives out of it. And I do agree with you. We need to kill teams off early on. There's no good us just allowing them confidence to build. The later stages, I was shitting myself, especially when 09 missed that penalty. I just thought, oh, you know, what's going to happen? They're going to equalise here. They were having chance, floating in, sending the big men up top. Cooper, there was always a threat from set pieces. But we managed to do well. Patterson didn't really have to make any, like, outlandish saves. There was mainly just right at him, team efforts, a couple of crosses he came for and plucked out the air. But Trey Hume for me was absolutely outstanding. He got a goal. He'd done a job in at left back. So for me, I thought he was really good. It's quite hard to pick a man of the match. Job, you could have given it to, you could have easily given it to Trey Hume. I thought Paddy Roberts had a good game, but probably is not worthy of man of the match. He probably had an average game, to be honest. But there was a few good performances. I thought Brown, Chris Meckham, absolute rock solid at the back. Rock solid. But another thing I'd like to question Reggie on was these very late substitutes. And I'm talking 84 minutes late. I was surprised at that because when it hasn't been working, he's normally changed it quite quick. I thought Sunderland were quite comfortable today. Even though Millwall did have long periods on the ball, they weren't really threatening in front of goal. And I always thought Sunderland, with the quality in the final third of Mundell, Wilson, and obviously Chris Reid further up the pitch, and Roberts, that we were always a threat in front of goal, especially in the first 6 or 7 minutes where we just had a flurry of corners and chances. But like I said, I want to be positive from now on. I'm sick of being negative. Last game I was furious. This game I'm a bit more chilled out. I would like Sunderland to start building a little bit momentum now. There's a lot, like I said, there's positives to go on this game. Sort out the penalty taker for sure, but be more relentless in front of goal as well. Be more clinical. I thought Mundell had some really good chances when he stepped in on the left, but he was flashing them wide. Hit the target, make the keeper work. But like I said, there's positives to take into the next game. Now, looking at the table, we are 13 points, I think, ahead of Coventry, and then the next positions were 15 points. This would take last season's capitulation for us to fall out. I cannot see us falling apart as bad as what we did last time. I really cannot. The lads are looking alright. Like I say, there's some improvement. There's some improvement there. There's some players to come back. Enzo Lafay, Dan Ballard. The positives to take out of this game going into the next one. Do us a massive favour, everybody. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new to our channel. A normal service will be resumed in the next one. See you in a bit, everyone.